Okay, hey y'all, it's me again. I got my sunglasses on because it's a bit bright out here. I don't know if you can tell how bright it is, but I got those sunglasses, which I feel like a dude cop in them. I have these sunglasses, which make me feel like a little girl. I'm like a little legit flower child. And then I have, I always feel weird because guys be looking at my car. I have these that make me feel so cool, but like, I don't know how I feel about them. I tried them at night because I have that, what are you? I don't know what you are, but you're sad. Shoot, we're going. I have that stigmatism thing that where I see the lights is like they, that's the bestest way. Wow. Best way for me to explain it. So honestly, I just wanted to hop on here, and do a quick video. I say a quick video. Honestly, it's not quick, because it's from the heart. So people just be pulling out in front of me, man. You're welcome. But anywho, sorry, I don't know why I'm having indigestion, I guess, because it's not. So, I don't know. It's like I knew what I was going to talk about, and then I got on here, and I made it weird, and now I don't know what to talk about. Oh, I remember. I'm sorry. It's your girl, Kaylee, back at you again. Welcome to my channel, all two of you. I know I forgot to say that in my last video, that I'm wearing the same exact thing because it's the same day, but I'm going to post this tomorrow, and yeah. So, anywho, honestly, I just wanted to talk about not being perfect and the fact, like, in some people's minds, and you know, I'm gonna pin this on the older kids, the eldest of the siblings. Like, if you are the oldest sibling, if you're the elder, that's me. I'm the oldest. There's only two of us though, so it's not like I have like a little duckling train behind me. But I'm the eldest of the two. I have a cousin Britt who's 4 days older than me. He's the eldest of three. So I mean, you could be the eldest of many, but when you're the first child, the eldest, you kind of feel like you have to be perfect and you have to set that example for the ones underneath, and you have to be like, no, you need to be like this, and you need to be like me, and you need to do it right, or else mom and dad gonna whoop you, right? Like, that's how you feel. You're like, all right, mom and dad whooped my butt for that, why ain't you gonna whoop theirs? And then you realize it was all a hoax and they were practicing with you, right? Because you're their first child, so they don't know. They want a perfect child from the first child. So just that perfectionism and that viewpoint of, okay, I have to be this perfect child. And even the time and time again that my mom was just like, no, Kaylee, like, you don't have to be perfect. It's totally fine. It was ingrained, like, no, I gotta be perfect now. So yeah, so that was kind of my thing, and it still is. It's still there. I still, like my last card confessions, like, I'm like, dude, I'm not taking the action to be. But here's the thing. Here's the action that I'm going to take. Here's the action that I think is going to happen overnight. Okay. Here's what I think I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to go to bed at my 3 a.m. that I normally go to bed at, because I go to bed like a wild woman, because I'm 26. Let me live my life. Me and my husband stay up, right? I wake up at 7:45 normally. Then I go back to sleep till 8:10. Then sometimes I sleep until 8:25. I have to be at work at 9. Okay, if that makes sense. So 8:25 to 8:35, I get ready. 8:35, I leave. I make it to work at 8:55. All right, there's my morning routine. It is nothing beautiful because I do not wake up to the sunrise and do the whole routine. I don't do that. I don't got time for that because I want to sleep, because I go to bed at 3 a.m. So I'm kind of like, all right, so should I throw my morning routine that I'm wanting to do at nighttime? But that's my time that I spend with my husband. So I don't want to sit there and make all my things that I'm wanting to do with my husband like at the nighttime. I don't know where I was wanting to plug this stuff in, because here's what I was wanting to do. Okay, so tomorrow, like I have this planned. All right, I write it down on a piece of paper almost every day. I'm like, I'm doing this, this, and this. I'm waking up at this time. I'm going to bed at this time. Like, this is what I'm doing. All right. So I wanted to wake up at 6 a.m. Like that's my wake up time. Like I was eventually going to get to where I wake up at 5 a.m. because I just want to start my day off right. So I wanted to wake up at 6 a.m. I want to like drink a whole glass of water, take my vitamins with it. I'm literally going down my whole routine. Like this is everything that I'm wanting to do. Like this is my perfectionism to me. This is the perfect Kaylee. This is what perfect Kaylee would do. Wake up, brush teeth, drink that glass of water with the vitamins, do a face routine real quick to clean the face and have a nice clean face. Then around like 6:10, 6:15-ish, you go and you say your affirmation, and then I would go and make my coffee, get in my Bible, make breakfast, maybe like a quick avocado toast or something like that. I don't know, something fast, and just make breakfast and sit down and eat breakfast and just sit in my Bible for about an hour till like 7:30, 7:45. And then 7:30 to like 8-ish, I would read my book. But before then, I would say my affirmation because I want to say my affirmations like 4 times a day, right? So there's 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon is what I'm wanting to do. So that would be my second time doing my affirmation, right? And then I would read my book that I'm currently reading to educate myself in my business. So, excuse me. So doing that, my car scrapes and I don't know what's scraping. At first I thought it was the brakes, but it doesn't feel like the brakes. It's like right underneath, like me. Anyways, so then after doing that, I always feel like somebody's looking at me and it annoys the crap out of me because I feel like it's a dude and it's always a dude. And it's just like, guys, stop looking in females' cars. Stop it. Most of us are married. Okay. Anyways, so where was I at? Oh, reading my book, saying my affirmation first, and then reading my book, and then read my book for about 30 minutes, and then go change, get ready, have time to put my makeup on, like all the things. Like I do this in 5 minutes. I'm not kidding you. I just splotch stuff on my face and go. All right. So actually have time to do my makeup. And while I'm doing that, make phone calls to businesses that are open at 8 a.m. to do business to business sales. That was my plan. That's my morning. That's what I want it to be. It's just like this perfect thing that I want to happen so bad, and it does not happen because your girl stays up till 3 a.m. with her husband and doesn't wake up till 8:25 and is rushing her butt off to get out the door, and then she forgets all her stuff because I would already have my gym bag packed, by the way, the night before. I would have lunch packed and ready. I would be meal prepped and like rocking and rolling, right? This is like perfect Kaylee. So then, because after all that, go to work, do my thing. So CEOs listen to about 6 podcasts a week, so that's about 2 a day. I want to listen to like 2 to 4, 6 a day. 6 would be ideal. So we're talking about Perfect Kaylee. So Perfect Kaylee would listen to 6. So I would throw on some podcasts during my work day so I can listen while I work, right? So, and I would supposedly do all 6 while I work. If not, I would do it afterwards whenever I'm driving around and in my car like I am right now. I would be listening to one instead of doing this video. So I would listen to it. And then after that, I forgot there's a 5 and below over here. 5 and belows are my weakness, as you all know. Oh, look, a pull through spot. Oh, don't do it. Are you gonna back into it? Oh, I'm not gonna. Oh, no. Ha! They're not gonna back into it. Okay, anyways, so honestly, like I was saying, sorry, I'm finally at Target. Target. So after I would do that, I would go to, there's so many people and they are all looking at me and it's hilarious. They're not all looking at me. I'm so self-centered, it's ridiculous. Like, people don't care what you're doing. They don't. Anyways, so like I was saying, I would then listen to them during work, and then after work, I would get off work and I would do my networking. or I would finish my reading because I want to read an hour a day. So I did 30 minutes that morning. I would do 30 minutes that evening before I went out and about networking, just to fill my cup up. And then I would listen to worship music as I'm driving around, go network, meet a couple of people, schedule a couple of meetings, and yeah, get home at a decent time and make dinner, and then do a whole night routine that I have like down pat that I want to do because I want a face routine done and all the things. So it's a lot, and it's not what I'm doing. And then God just kind of reminded me like, hey, you're not perfect, I am, and I'm covering you. So it just kind of gave me a peace that it's just like, okay, it's all right that I'm not perfect today. It's all right that I'm not perfect tomorrow. It's okay that I'm not perfect ever, because I'm not the one that has to be perfect. He is. I just have to strive for that perfection, if that makes sense. And it's not anything like, oh, you have to do good works. No, it's more so along the lines of, you just have to strive or want to be more like Christ. And that's what I want to do. And I feel like sometimes your day is going to get confuffled, and you're going to have to fly by the seat of your pants and go the way that the Holy Spirit is calling you to go, rather than doing a set schedule. And I think I got so fixated on that because I was like, dude, the perfect wife, the perfect person, like, this is what a Proverbs 31 woman looks like. This is what I need to do. This is me. This is what I have to do. This is set in stone. Like, I have to be this person. And I was putting so much pressure on myself to be that perfect person. And he literally just told me in the car right now, I keep looking at myself. I'm sorry. My eyeballs are going to look weird, but whatever. I'm parked. Anyways, he literally just told me, he was like, Kaylee, like, I was praying to him, and then I was like, you know what, God, I'm so glad I don't have to be perfect, that you're perfect. Because I apologize to him every day for being a coward, for being a liar, for being apathetic, for being like all this stupid stuff that I have been. And it's just like, dude, I'm so tired of being that. And then he reminded me of David, because I was like, dude, I was talking to God. I was like, dude, you're probably annoyed with me. You're probably tired of me doing this up and down, back and forth BS. And then he reminded me of King David. He was like, that man, to some people, probably looked so far from God because of his actions and because of what he did. And I mean, that man, he was crooked. He was very crooked. He did some dang crazy things. If you don't know what David did, you go read about that man, because he's crazy. He's a cray-cray. But he was a man after God's own heart, is what God said. And he repented time and time again with those bad decisions that he made over and over again. But he repented. He was repentant about it. He wasn't like, oh, well, whatever, I'm covered, I'll do it tomorrow, and whoop-de-doo. No, Christians like that are not saved. Your heart's not in the right place. You don't really confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus is Lord. You don't. Because if you did, you would strive to correct your actions. Even if you do even if you do wrong actions, you still are repentant and you want to fix that, you know? So anyways, this chick was about to hit my car. But anywho, it just made me think, and I was like, dude, this crazy twisted guy was after God's own heart, because he was repentant and he was sorrowful and he loved God and he prayed and he praised and he thanked God and he lived his life the best way that he thought he could, even when he screwed up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to not pressure myself to be this perfect, by the book person. I am going to push myself to be a better person and to fill my capacity, like grow my capacity, and to take action. So it's not like I'm going to sit back and be like, oh, wow, David was a terrible man and he's after God's own heart, so I'm good. No, like, I'm going to strive to be a better person for sure. But it's just that piece of knowing, wow, thank you, God, for sending that perfect person for me and to cover me, so I don't have to push myself so hard to where I want to implode on being perfect. So that was just something that hit me that I wanted to share. And yes, it's the same day that I did the not good morning, God. Anyways, the car ride confession. So thank you for all 2 of you that watched this. I saw 1 view on my car ride confession and I was like, oh God, was that me? Did I click on that? So anyways, thank you to whoever is watching, and subscribe, my one viewer. I adore you. Comment, help me, please. Anyways, deuces.